Chapter 2, Section 2, Functions by Marcus Rubley. What is a function? A function is a correspondence that assigns to each member of a set called the domain exactly one member of a set called the range. What is a domain? The domain is the set of all first coordinates of the ordered pairs in a function. What is a range? The range, the set of all second coordinates of the ordered pairs in a function. Alright, I have 4 football teams listed as my domain and 4 quarterbacks listed as my range. I'm going to connect the corresponding quarterbacks to the team. We will then determine whether or not this is a function. Since each team corresponds with only one quarterback, being that our domain corresponds with only one of the ranges, this is a function. Now I have listed 4 channels as my domain and 5 TV shows listed as my range. I am now going to connect the corresponding TV show with which channel it is on. We will then determine whether or not this is a function. Alright, as you can see, the History Channel corresponds with 2 of the ranges, being Pawn Stars and American Pickers. Therefore, this is not a function. Alright, I have 4 coordinates placed up on the screen. We are now going to determine which is the domain and which is the range. Once we have done this, we will determine whether this is a function. The domain will be the first set of coordinates. Two appears twice, so I only need to put it in once. Those will be my domain. And now I'll type in the second coordinate, which will be the range. Now, is this a function? The answer is no, because as you can see, I have 2 x-coordinates that correspond to a 2. So this is not a function. Next we have domain and range of a graph. I have a black line and a red line. What is the domain of the black line. As you can see, there's a black dot at -4, so that would be our first coordinate for the x term. -4 which would be less than or equal to our x value, but our x value is also less than or equal to (3). Therefore, the domain of the black line is -4 is less than or equal to 3. And now, the domain of the red line. As you can see, 4 and -4 are the 2 points, which are also solid dots, and the line itself is also solid. Therefore, the range of the red line would be -4 is less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to (4). The range of the red line is -4 is less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to 4. Next, we have the vertical line test. The vertical line test. If it is possible for a vertical line to cross a graph more than once, then the graph is not the graph of a function. On the screen I have 4 examples. We are going to determine whether or not the example is a function or not using the vertical line test. Example number 1. Nowhere on the screen am I able to draw a vertical line in which there will be 2 points on that line that intersect the graph. So therefore, this is a function. Example number 2. Do the vertical line. Alright. As you notice when I drew the third line, that there is more than 1 point on the graph in which the vertical line crosses. Therefore, this is not a function. Example number 3. Nowhere does the line pass through the vertical line, therefore this is a function. Example number 4. Alright. As you can see, there are several spots in which the vertical line intersects the line that was already drawn. Therefore, this is not a function. That concludes my video for Chapter 2, Section 2, Functions by Marcus Rubley.